So before we actually get started today, something I need to cover about the previous video. I made a bit of a mistake concerning the armored cannon beetle. As it turns out, blues and yellows, they can attack it just fine. It's an easy enough mistake to make. I mean, the whole conceit of the armored cannon beetle is that by clogging its intake, you're making it overheat. And when the shell pops off and you see its back, it's bright glowing red and it's even letting off steam. So it's kind of easy to think only reds would be able to withstand that. But blues and yellows can fight it just fine. To be fair, though, reds are still your better fighting force, so they'll still take it out faster anyway. But there you go. And now, back to our story. Hello, Rowan Mithril here once again, getting back to the Pikmin 1 No Deaths run. It's day 6, and we're headed for the distant spring. This area has 10 parts for us to find. Today we'll be gathering the first 3. Basically, we're going to try and clear out the northern half of the map. We're also going to be doing a little bit of minor cleanup near the landing site. It helps out a good deal later on. So, for this cleanup, since we haven't increased their numbers much lately, we'll work with yellows. I've been told that if you whistle for Pikmin as they're coming out of the onion, it speeds up the process a bit, but they still seem to come out at a set rate of speed, so I don't think this is actually helping anything whatsoever. So first order of business, this Yellow Wollywog. Swarm him once he lands, and hope that you get him pinned down so that he can't jump again. Get all your Pikmin away and hope that none got crushed. Looks like we're still all accounted for. Yeah, at his size, you would not think that the Yellow Wollywog could crush your Pikmin after death, but he's actually one of the worst offenders about it. It's pretty ridiculous overall. It seems to give us this message once per new map, but we already know about the whole 100 Pikmin in the field rule. So next order of business, this Puffy Blowhog. Being rather aloof at the moment. The Puffy Blowhog is more of an annoyance than a real threat. The puffs of wind that it blows out cannot actually damage your Pikmin, but it can scatter them all over the place and make them lose their flowers. And it can also distract them from anything else they're doing. They also can cause problems if they're near other enemy types, because they can send your Pikmin right into them. Or if you're dealing with Pikmin other than blues and they're close to the water, they can get sent into that. All in all, better to just go ahead and be done with them. So we're getting everything back to the onion. This'll bolster the yellow numbers a good bit. Let's just let them get all this stuff home. And once all that's done, one more quick mission for the yellows. I'm going to put away 96 of them. I just want 4 of them coming with me. So the thing is, spotty bulbears, they'll leave you alone if you leave them alone. So long as you don't actively provoke them, they won't attack. Which is good, because we need to sneak back here in order to get these. Basically, it just saves me some time going ahead and getting these now. We'll need these for something later on. For now, we're just going to go ahead and leave them here. Wrong way. So, the majority of this area is wetland, so blues are going to be doing most of the grunt work today. And now I'm just going to do this superstitiously. Like I said, I don't think this actually helps out any, but it's kind of like pressing B as you throw a Pokeball in Pokemon to try and increase the capture rate. It doesn't do anything, but I still find myself doing it anyway. So 20 blues go up here. Dismiss the troops. Gather these ones, and use the C-stick to keep them directed against that ridge. You don't want them falling off the back. You need to direct them all over here. Once they're close enough, just dismiss the troops, and they'll latch on by themselves. Meanwhile, we gather up the rest of the forces, and we head this way. So, what did we get here? I've found the repair-type bolt. This robotic marvel can fix just about anything in the ship that's broken. That's good, because I get terribly bored fixing little glitches. Well, it's gonna be awfully busy, that's all I can say. So, these shearwigs have set up a very bad location. Shearwigs cannot really deal with the water at all. As soon as they hit the water, they instantly hit their health crisis point and they take wing, making it very simple to finish them off, thus. Alright, gather all the forces, and we're going to go ahead and set them to work on building this bridge. And the repair-type bolt is back in place. Repair-type bolt. This looks like an ordinary bolt, but it's actually a repair robot. How convenient. So that's 14 out of 30, 15 more to increase the ship's capabilities. So while the Blues are building a bridge, Olimar's gonna go do a little bit of fighting. Time to throw down. There's an enemy over here I really don't want the Pikmin to have to deal with, and that would be this trio of water dumples. For all intents and purposes, they're basically aquatic dwarf bulborbs. However, they're a lot more aggressive, a lot faster, a lot harder to Goomba stomp because of that movement speed. The lunging bite that they do, it rounds up your Pikmin pretty quickly. So, all in all, I'd rather have Olimar deal with this. They can still hurt him, so do be cautious about that. And it does take Olimar a little while to take out the full trio here, but the Pikmin are going to be busy building that bridge for a while anyway. May as well multitask. That's one down. Two down. Your turn. And there we go. The Blues have just finished building their bridge, so we need to go and reunite with them now. They need to come over and take care of that puffy blowhog that we just saw. The thing is, it has a tendency to drift too close to those water dumples, and that's just asking for trouble, basically. So we kind of want to lure this guy over here a little bit. We need him to turn around so he sees our forces, and then just keep kind of coaxing the army back a little bit. This looks about right. So, once he inhales, swarm to the side, toss as many as you can onto him, same process as we did with the earlier one. Swarm him once he lands, take him out as quickly as you can. And there we go. I don't really want the Blues carrying back the water dumples because I really need as many Blues as I can to work on carrying stuff back. I found my interstellar radio. Not only does it emit a constant SOS signal, it also broadcasts voices from space that'll brighten up my moments of boredom. The dolphin, while comfortable, becomes quite a lonely place in the depths of the night. So yes, this was being carried by that puffy blowhog, and thus was the reason why we needed to make sure we took it down. So we're going to have 40 carry the radio. Our other 40 Pikmin, they're coming with us to carry another part. As much as I'd like to carry back the water dumples, for one thing, I don't trust the Pikmin to carry them back the right way. They also have to go by a lot of enemies. So, there's that and the fact that I just want more of them carrying the parts to get this out of the way. I've found my massage machine. Put this right down in the lower back area and let it go to work. I can't wait until I get it installed again, as my lower lumbar region has been paining me ever since the crash. Ah, sweet relief. So let's make sure that 40 are carrying this. Make sure that they get by safely. Okay, looks like we're going to be fine. The Pikmin carrying the massage machine, they're not going to bother the spotty bullbear that was back there, so we don't have to worry about them. The only point of worry, really, is if the ones carrying the radio can safely get past those, Wollywogs. I get Wollywog and Wogpole mixed up. They are both types of enemies. So with them put away, we're going to get out another 10 yellows. The blues should very safely get the machine parts back to the ship. Yep, there goes the massage machine. And the radio is back in place. Interstellar radio. This part will send out a daily SOS signal. I have so little time remaining, though, that I have no option but to continue my search rather than waiting for a rescue party. Having to collect every part is a bit overwhelming, but I get the impression not all parts are needed to fly the ship. Olimar makes a point here. This is very true. You only need certain parts to actually escape the planet. I think it's a total of 25 essential parts. There are 5 that are optional. But there are actually 3 different endings to the game. One for if you get all the parts, one for if you just get the essential parts, you still escape the planet, but you don't get as good of an ending. And there's also an ending for if you just utterly fail. So there are 10 bomb rocks in total in this area. I need to be sure that I gather all of them. Okay, nobody unarmed. We're good. The massage machine should be getting back into place pretty soon. Fairly sure that the massage machine is one of those optional parts. Massage machine. I've been walking so much lately. I'm really looking forward to using this. So I've got 16 out of 30 parts. That's all the parts that we were wanting to gather today. So time to put all the blues away. And to prevent any shenanigans, we're also going to put all the yellows away. So all Pikmin should be safely put away at this point. Good. And now, Olimar is just going to casually come over here, right over here, and poke this egg. Hi there, egg! You don't actually have to attack the egg, you just have to be close enough to it. And in doing so, sooner or later, it hatches. Say hello to a rather feared bonus boss, the smoky Progg. It's going to make a beeline for the landing site. It's basically what it wants to do, is make life miserable for any of your Pikmin bringing stuff back. It goes around between the onions doing a shockwave attack to try and uproot any Pikmin that are currently buried. The body is made out of poison. Any of your Pikmin that touch it are instantly destroyed. The only safe point is the face. You can toss reds directly at the face in order to attack it that way, but it's very risky and inefficient. When it shakes your Pikmin loose, it has a chance of shaking them back onto the poisonous body. You can have yellows throw bomb rocks at him. That works a bit faster, but it's still a bit time-consuming. Or there's a rather silly solution that I accidentally stumbled across. Okay, buddy, eyes on me. Right this way. We need to lure him over here. And then once he's close enough, get some distance between you so he'll go back to his pattern of attacking the onions. Time bomb set, get out fast! So, yeah. He sure was a bonus boss. Tee-hee. So you don't actually get a ship part, after all, he is an optional bonus boss, but you're left with this golden pearl. The golden pearl is essentially the food source that it drops, and we have the fewest reds at this point. It takes 3 Pikmin to carry it. So, what's so great about this golden pearl, you might ask? Well, get ready to enjoy the celebration. The pearl gives you 100 seeds of whatever color onion it went into. I know this is terribly inefficient, but whenever do you get to see something like that? I love watching that. I consider it the celebration. So we're going to harvest 100 reds, and while I'm doing that, a few words about the smoky Progg. Like I said, it's an optional bonus boss. Some players won't even see it. It only appears here if you get to the distant spring before day 15. If you get here after day 15, I'm not sure if the egg is just gone or if you actually find the shattered remains of the egg. But either way, you never see the smoky Progg. Also, as long as the smoky Progg egg is there, you only have the day that you wake it up to actually fight it off. If you wake it up but fail to defeat it before the end of the day, it disappears and it's gone for good. If, however, you want to take just the first day at the distant spring for preparation purposes, as was actually my original plan, the egg will still stay there. So it's just basically up to you when you want to wake the thing up. Just be aware that once you wake it up, that is your only chance to actually defeat it and claim the golden pearl. Also, like I said, you can attack the egg, but if you defeat the egg too fast, and actually destroy the egg before the smoky Progg can form, you're counted as defeating the smoky Progg, but you do not actually get the golden pearl reward. So, 100 reds. Time to put you guys away. We're at the end of day. So, we gathered 3 ship parts, we did a little bit of cleanup around the landing site, and we defeated the smoky Progg. I would call that a successful day, personally. I'm happy with that. Also, I wasn't interrupted by an annoying enemy that appears here kind of randomly. There are 2 swooping snitch bugs. We'll be dealing with them over the course of the next couple of days, I'm sure. I'm glad they decided to just keep out of this. I really did not have time to deal with them in addition to everything else I was trying to do today. So yeah, I'm happy this worked out. I am super satisfied. Still kind of running on adrenaline that this actually worked. Now I just have to hope this actually saves right. But yeah, with that end of day, everyone's safe. The random shenanigans with the Yellow Wollywog especially were annoying today. Oddly enough, I think the smoky Progg, with the way I figured out of how to defeat it, I think it was the least threatening part of the day. That's kind of odd. You know Ken has. "6 days since impact. There appears to be a large cluster of parts here. If my calculations are correct, then I should be able to recover virtually all my missing ship parts, but not quite all of them. Unfortunately, there still seem to be some pieces that remain unaccounted for. I must find 13 more parts to further increase the dolphin's range." So, nobody lost, nobody left behind. And we sprouted 128 today, and we know where most of those came from. Quite a sharp incline in the red population there. So, 14 parts remaining, 24 days to find them. We're doing pretty good overall. So we're just going to go ahead and save and quit for now. Be completely stoked that that actually worked out. We defeated the smoky Progg and got 3 parts on the same day. I'm happy about that. So with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the project so far, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well. So first order business, taking out this Yellow Wollywog. As soon as it lands, swarm it, and hope it plays by the rules. And it's not. It's supposed to be weighed down. You cheater. You absolute, complete, and total cheater. So first order of business, taking out this Yellow Wollywog. Swarm it as soon as it lands, and hope that it plays by the rules. Call everyone off. 7. Really? That tiny little frog somehow enacted the crushing glitch on 7 of my Pikmin? Really? Yeah, this is the kind of thing that tells me that that is a glitch and not intended, because that is just ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I'm sorry. So as soon as this Yellow Wollywog lands, swarm it and hope it feels like playing by the rules. Whistle everyone off once it's down. Really? You jumped when dead, crushed Pikmin when dead, executed the crushing glitch while dead. Cheater frog, all the cheats, it's the cheater frog. Are you scared of the smoky Progg? No, I'm not, just the cheater frog.